What's up, everybody? It's me, Stevie, Super Smart Cheaper with Super Smart Werewolf. This is going on both channels, and today I'm going to be talking about the PlayStation State of Play June 2025 and why it was wonderful. So let's get into this. The first thing I'd like to talk about is Metal Gear Solid Delta and Ape Escape mode. So, long story short, I think this is amazing, and this benefits both franchises and the fan bases. You know, we see the Metal Gear, Ape Escape. Now, this is interesting because look, let's talk about, first I want to talk about Metal Gear. Metal Gear, this is amazing. This is not a new game. This is a remake and stuff. So it's not like a brand new, Metal Gear 6. Oh well, but I'm happy and excited that they're doing this. It looks amazing, looks great, it looks interesting and fun. I haven't played this one, so I'm like, yo, let's get into this. I'm excited. So Metal Gear, they're doing something really special here because we have Ape Escape as well. Let's talk about that now. We see this Ape Escape mode. It's really cool. It's really interesting and fun looking. Modernized graphics for Ape Escape. Modern Ape Escape looks really cool. I love it. I'm a fan of both Metal Gear and Ape Escape. Now, this is my predictions. I was thinking, this is a way for Sony and Konami to test the waters. They're like, okay, let's see. Is Ape Escape very, are they still beloved? Or is it just, fans' nostalgia or something, So, what I'm predicting is, and Konami's doing it with Metal Gear as well, So, what I'm predicting is this: if this game succeeds, gets a lot of positive reviews, this and that, Konami's going to put more fun into a new Metal Gear game and continue it on the story with Metal Gear 6 because, it's been a long time, 10 years. It's been 10 years since like a brand new, Metal Gear game. Like 2015, like with Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. And I'm like, hopefully they, revive that series. It will be really cool. And then, we're on the Sony side where they're like, is Ape Escape still remembered and beloved? Let's test it out. And hopefully they find out that, everyone still loves them, Ape Escape, and thinks it's really amazing, and then boom, Sony puts funding, we get a new Ape Escape game. And I think that would be really cool. Hopefully that mode has online mode, right? So everyone could just go crazy, the fans, and have fun together. So that's what I think, I think this is a way for them to test both franchises, and I hope that they have online mode, and then it's going to be wonderful. So yeah. Next is Silent Hill F. Now, Silent Hill as a series, it hasn't been taken serious in such a long time, since I think the PS3 days, and that it even failed. So, yeah, that's weird. But there has been like smaller titles, of Silent Hill, and like PS4's Silent Hill Stories, I believe it was called, or short stories. So, hey, there was that. But I feel like this is it, like Silent Hill F is like that big, funded title that's going to be like similar to Metal Gear. What I said, they want, they're testing it out, which they have been doing. They tested it out, this and that, and now here we go, Silent Hill F, a full-length game. And if this succeeds, I feel like they're going to take it more serious and be like, okay, we need to work on Silent Hill now. The fans are here, they love and support it, and hopefully they take their time and polish this game and perfect it. Because Metal Gear looks amazing so far, and so Silent Hill F looks amazing so far. So hopefully it comes out and it's wonderful, and then they say, okay, people do love Silent Hill still, so they continue making them. So hopefully it goes like that. I think when it comes down to Silent Hill F, it looks wonderful. I think it looks cool and interesting, and hopefully, it continues this time, Konami continues bringing us Silent Hill and other beloved franchises that we know and love. So the next game I wanted to talk about is Pragmata. Now this looks like an interesting game. You're a guy with a gun and you're walking around and you have this, special alien mecha magical girl with you, and she's like over there shooting, assisting you and all that. It looks like it's going to be an interesting, fun game. Now, I'm interested because, modern days and gaming, what else is going to happen? Is there going to be an online multiplayer as well so people could fight each other? And also, Are you gonna be able to like maybe update her abilities and stuff like that? You know, many possibilities, many things could happen. You know, very interesting to see what's going to happen within this game. Now, from what I've seen, also research-wise, this was a game announced like years ago. Either I forgot or I don't remember. But yeah, it was announced like years ago because they were saying like, you know, what was it? I think they said, you know, now coming back or something. Now, I think when it comes down to these specific games, I think they're important, you know, some creativity, something, you know, outside of the usual franchises, you know, some stuff coming out. I think that's very important to have, you know, seeing more creativity in the gaming industry. That's always fun to see. Now, besides that, no, not Metal Gear. I mean, yeah, there's a new 007 game, you know, so that's going to be really cool and interesting. And yeah, similar to Metal Gear, it's a stealth game, you know, so it's gonna be fun. You know, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. You know, from when I think about 007, I think about the N64 game. You know, GoldenEye. So yeah, hopefully it's gonna be a amazing fun game with online multiplayer as well. So yeah, with all that, I think pretty much that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what you all think. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, bye.